inspired to unite, bringing you the true shining ever so bright. Join the discussion, be a part of the crew. Every single episode, something fresh and new. From the first bite to the last, we're serving up the best, putting every theory to the ultimate tip. So leaning close, don't miss a single beat. The Lunch Hour Podcast can't be beat. Lunch Hour Podcast.
Okay. Oh, you.
1 second.
You
It
was
was just 1 second.
You was almost there, my guy. My guy, you was almost there. Listen,
Lord, I can't be great around here.
I mean, you're doing great. I feel like you're doing a great job.
Oh, God bless your heart.
Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to the Lunch Hour Podcast. I'm LaToya, the host with the most. Is so glad for you to join us on today on this auspicious occasion as we go live. We're in spring break mode.
We're skeleton crew this week.
Yeah, we're skeleton crew this week. So you want to tell people what's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Paul. He back up on here, and for some people that might show up today, they may know me as PR, but that's another story for another day, for another life.
Not another life.
We're not gonna slide in no history today.
From your biker club days.
Hey! Calm down.
From your biker club
Either way,
days.
on today we have a skeleton crew.
Yeah.
Because we on a little. Listen, the kids get to be on break. Damn it,
We
so
on
do we.
That part. That part.
I need a little break.
That part. Do you know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying? My pockets ain't taking a break, but that's neither here nor there.
Listen,
but we here today is a very special day because again,
Extracted.
it's made its abundance of a return because it came with a bang.
Listen, it came back. But before we get into that, every now and then I just gotta talk something through. First of all, kind of first things first, I'm on the foolishness. I went back. Today's St. Patty's Day, hence, we're rocking green. But we're really just rocking green for Shay. And then
it's her birthday.
Yeah, and also special shout out to Boogie. Justice baby boy. It's his birthday too.
It's his birthday on today. There's one more person. She Miss Nicolette Bunch is also on her birthday on today. So it come in threes. It come in threes. Shay, Nicolette, Boogie. We would like to wish you a happy birthday on today.
Very happy birthday. Hope you have fun on today. So first things first. But I ain't go for it. I was like, let me go look at my ancestry. Listen. I was like, let me go look it up real quick. Because
Not you with the booklet.
Hold on.
Let me tell you on today.
I see, what I'm saying? I'm not Irish. Listen, I am say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. However, let me show you.
There's a little sprinkle of ancestry up here.
Yeah, because the Celtic Gaelic people are the Irish. And so I'm sitting at 3 + 2 is 6%. I am 3% Southern Wales, Donegal, Ireland, 2%, Leinster, Ireland, 1%. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So you feeling a little leprechaunish today?
Yeah, I'm representing that 6% today. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they did say, I heard on last year.
What?
That redheads are also black.
What?
They part of the black community.
No, that's actually true. Low key, I got I got some cousins like who hair's just straight.
So that's what I've been told.
Man, have you seen the people that are blonde hair, blue eyed, and then like dark skin, like dark, but blonde hair, blue eyed? Have you seen them? They're gorgeous. But have you seen them?
Good hair. They got good hair.
Have you seen the tribe before?
That complexion is
buttery. It's chocolate.
It's smooth.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
make you take a double take. Like, hey, you sit with us?
Listen, and them babies be pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Praise the Lamb.
I just be like, oh, but all of our people are cute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying like it is
for the most part. Some of them.
Solomon Islands is yes, and just so you know, it says a black mother can naturally give birth to a blonde-haired, blue-eyed child.
Listen, let's just call it for what it is.
Yeah, let's not get in trouble.
No.
Listen, you make me nervous.
We know where the center of the world is. It's in Africa.
Yo, these little
It's
babies.
not called the motherland
It's
or
everybody.
nothing.
Listen, yeah,
Okay?
it's the people. So I'm repping green for my 6% Irish. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just because my best friend.
And all of those people too. So on Tuesdays we cover Extracted, and wow, Extracted took a break off and came back a swinging. I did it to myself. I watched Paradise and I watched Extracted yesterday. I was doing the most.
I'm gonna tell you right now, for
I was
anybody
doing the
that
most.
watches our show, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you've never witnessed the chaos that Paradise gives you, it would behoove you
Listen,
to head over to the Hulu app and watch Paradise season 1 and catch up to season 2. Because when I tell you the chaos that pursues on that show,
I messed up. I should not have done both of those in one day. It was
because going from Jane to Extracted,
it was just too much. It was just too many feelings.
It was chaos on top of chaos.
It was too many feelings for one day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've had enough.
Do you need a number to my therapist?
Probably after watching Jane, yes. Like Jane is crazy. So yeah, that's what
friendships now because of Jane.
Listen, it's rough. So here's the deal. Extracted took a week off. Last week we talked to Polly and Molly. This week, of course, we have another special guest. Can't wait.
Special guest.
This one's gonna be
this one's gonna be great. This one is gonna let's just say that LaToya is gonna do her best work on today.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best work. I'm gonna behave myself. So let's do a quick little recap.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things. Number one, when we pick back up, it's raining.
Still, it is not let go.
I for sure thought, right? I thought for sure this was gonna take some people out. Because I just, that rain is no joke. People were getting wet.
Now, I just want to, I don't know if you caught it in the beginning of the rain, right? When they're panning through different people's shelters, everybody's complaining because they get wet. And you got Luke just like this.
Hey, listen, Luke chilling.
That joker was dry as can be.
Luke was chilling, okay?
He was in there just like,
Luke
I'm good over here.
Luke was chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, he was living his good life in that thunderstorm.
He was. And it's very interesting just kind of watching it all play out. It's definitely a little nerve-wracking. But here's what I'll say. When I think about last week, so first of all, I'm trying to think about order, right? For those of you all who don't know, Extracted, you have survivalists who go out into the wilderness and they have their family and or friends or people they're close to in headquarters making these gaming decisions. Okay. Out the gate, they started with the foolishness.
Challenge off rip.
The egg challenge.
Within the first 5 minutes of the show coming on air.
The egg challenge. First of all,
it backfired though.
Yes and no. But here's the thing. It stressed me out. And I'm gonna tell you why it stressed me out. Because it was like, if you move somebody's stuff, you gotta squat, you gotta smash somebody's egg. And
if you leave it, you cool. But if you move an egg, you gotta squash somebody else's egg. And if somebody doesn't have any eggs by the time that family members come in, they can't make a move. They're done.
Nope.
And by the time the last group member goes in, whoever has the most eggs wins the challenge. And whatever eggs are attached to said survivalist, that's how many eggs they get in their care package.
Yep.
When I tell you, it started off hot from the jump.
From
the gate.
The level of stress that happens when they are told to line up.
Because you only got 3 minutes to figure this out.
Okay, so there's a couple things. I'm sorry. Luke nor Doug's people need to be anywhere near
any advantage right now.
Any advantage right now.
They got warmth, they got fire, and they cool over here.
Yeah,
they got blankets, sleeping bags, like they Gucci over here.
Like so, like that in and of itself kind of rubbed me a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm like, y'all
gonna keep it a bean.
Like I get it. You gonna fight for your person, but you're looking at the time like Roman. He finally got he still don't have a blanket.
Roman has fire. He has a wolf pelt. I mean the
bear
skin. He doesn't have like an actual like blanket or sleeping bag, but he has fire, fishing line, and then the wolf skin.
Correct. So you go in the lineup, and you've got RJ at the front,
thinking they're the weakest because they had him lined. That's what they thought. They said they're lined up from weakest to strongest.
Yep. And so it was very interesting. Because if I had to kind of guess, I probably wouldn't have put RJ at the end. To me, it probably would have been Amy and Katie, and probably then RJ. Right? Like if I had to kind of think, but I think, thinking you have the advantage, like this is the advantage, like this is a smart way to go.
And they haven't used their advantage card, have they?
No. Wait, who has the advantage? Roman, right?
Roman, yeah. Lindsay and Dallas.
And so they opt to go first, right? If my memory serves me correct.
Well, the lineup was they got selected to go first.
Yeah, so
based on the order.
But here's the thing. Honestly, low key, I get it because Roman can fish. And I think that puts him in a different position. But Luke should have been right next after that. Doug right next after that. Because if you look at it, these right now are the three strongest players. And then Polly, I would put at 4, which I think is where she kind of landed in the middle.
Yeah.
But the power plays are escalating this week. So you go in, I got to address this, and I'm definitely, when we get our special guest, I'm probably going to talk about it again. So you have, Luke and his brothers are constantly going at it with Michaela.
Yeah.
And it just, it rubbed my spirit the wrong way when he told her to be quiet. I feel
don't sugarcoat it.
Listen, let me tell you, I'm gonna explain.
Say it like how they say.
No, listen. Listen. Like, here's what I'll say. There's a part of me that the southern part of me would never speak to somebody older than me like that, game or no game.
Let alone a woman.
Right. Like, and so I think, let alone a black woman. So I think there's just a little bit of layers to that. There
was triggering moments.
Yeah, it was a lot. Cause like, I don't care what game it is. Like I think the southern in me and being raised by black mamas and aunties and grandmas,
with home training ready to
like
switch up on you.
I don't care, game or no game. Because my mom probably would have looked at me and would have been like, "Cuz you done lost your mind."
Listen,
I know you did it.
I could have felt my mother come through the screen if I'd have said something like that.
Like and I get it. People have
Key.
I think people have different,
upbringings,
and I get it. It's a game.
However, comma.
I just think personally.
Listen, you can't tell. You're not gonna sit here again, like as a person of color, right? with that line saying, "Act like you've been here before," and if I'm RJ, I'm in my mind, I'm like, if I'm watching this playback for the first time, right? And that's what I see. I'm like, "Hey, yo, bro. I need you to call my mama right quick."
Listen, I mean, but I think, like I said,
it could have been months later, and it's like,
hey,
I'm gonna need that apology right quick.
No, and I get it. It's a game, and I think people have different standards for how they want to play the game and the whole.
You're not gonna tell my mama to shut up.
Did he say?
He said, "Shut up."
Did he? I don't.
Because I remember it like it's
ingrained,
burned into my brain. She go, "Hey, shut up," and she was like, "Oh, you telling me to shut up? Yeah, shut up."
Oh yeah. It's just
one shut up is too much. But when you say it 2-3 times in less than 5 minutes span, I'm sorry.
And I get it. There
was this part in the show, Key, last night where at the beginning of they were doing the challenge. There was the family member was getting an order for the challenge, and one of the individuals had told RJ's mama to shut up 3 times, and she from Texas, and you listen, tell her the black mama to shut up.
I mean, but like
it's it's low key a cuss word.
No, I just feel like it's just, it's different.
What up, TJ?
It's different for certain people, and that's fine.
You're not telling my mama to shut up.
The way that it
was aggressive with it.
It rubbed me. Like
his chest was puffed out just a little too much.
Like, and I appreciate Doug's people. I don't know if it was Alec or Dayton that was like, hey, don't take the bait.
Relax.
Hey, don't basically telling Michaela, don't look, they're just trying to rage bait you. Don't take the bait.
Yeah, that was Doug's boys.
Yeah, it was Doug's boys. Yeah. And so
but Michaela was ready to she was ready to take a book out of Polly's book.
Listen.
Out of Molly's book. Like,
hey, listen.
We're not doing that today.
Listen, that thing tore me up. So
the son in me got real perked up in my seat.
It did something to my spirit, and that's all. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
However, we digress.
I digress. So they have to listen. This egg challenge.
Listen, I felt bad for Amy. Amy has been collateral damage for the last 2 weeks. She ain't got nothing.
No, she had who smashed her egg? I can't remember.
I think it was Polly, because it was either Polly or Katie. No, because Katie was out because of what Lindsay and they did.
Yeah.
Because I think it was either Polly or Doug's boys.
So basically the only people who got eggs
was Polly and Luke, the two strongest people,
which was nuts. Like
Polly got 5 eggs and 4 strips of bacon.
Yep.
And then Luke got 4 eggs.
How did that happen?
And nobody got anything. The one that just hurt me the most was Amy.
Oh yeah,
because she got so excited for this box, and it's just like
I feel like that level of psychological warfare, like that empty box, has to do something to you.
And again, they use that same little raggedy line. Your crate is dependent how strong your family fought for you at headquarters.
Like it's
called Extracted on Fox, or you can watch it the next day on Hulu. Key.
You know what I'm saying? And then I mean, clearly at that point, the alliance between Luke and Polly is at that point it's exposed.
It's
if it ever was a question.
Oh, it's no longer in question anymore.
Yeah, it's not a thing, right? So
this is the thing, like you said 2 weeks ago or last week with Polly, is like these two teams are on the opposite side of the spectrum of how they play.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yin and yang at its finest, right?
Yeah, it's so weird. It's
two different playing fields.
You have people who are very adamant on playing straight up with integrity, and then you have another group that's just like rules apply.
I'm here for my guy and my guy only. Whoever's collateral damage is collateral damage.
Like literally, like may the cards fall where they may. Like it's just,
and wherever you take with that information, it's on you.
Yeah, and I think it's very interesting because I do feel like we're now getting to a point because we're down to 5 now.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Because we had.
Hey, and for the record, we're gonna do our power rankings again. But for the record, we were both on it because we had Amy and Katie at 6 and 7, and they were,
went bye.
They went by. So, and here's the thing. So, Polly gets that bacon.
The way she gloated with this bacon, she like this. Do you see this? Do you see this? I'm like, girl. Hey, Carice. But I tell you, she was showing off them pieces of bacon like it was like. Listen.
I bet you because there's something about when you have ate in a long time.
Would you have ate all 5 of them eggs?
The eggs I probably wouldn't have ate all of them at the same time.
Listen, I'd have ate 2 eggs and 2 bacon and called it a day, and I'd have stretched it for dinner.
Not dinner. Like the bacon, I feel like the bacon has a higher chance of going bad before the.
And that was a thick cut of bacon.
Yeah, it was a thick cut of bacon.
Those are some thick pieces of bacon.
I don't know if I've only ate a slice of what she's had, a slice of a steak.
And a potato, a fingerling potato.
A fingerling potato and that bird.
But she also said that she knows plants, so she's been able to figure out which of the plants is edible and stuff like that. But it's not gonna give you enough calorie intake.
We're what, like 14 days? Like we're a ways.
No, I think just like at least 16, 17 days in.
Yeah, like that's not a lot over 16, 17 days, right? So I don't know.
I know them eggs look like gold when they open that box.
I know that bacon probably was like, ooh, like
the heavens opened up when that crate.
I guarantee it. Do you hear me? Like
the joy that came out of her eyeballs when she saw them slabs of bacon.
Yo. Like I get happy with bacon now. Imagine not having ate hardly anything for 7. I bet you that bacon tastes like it came.
I got to tell you some craziness. After we're done with our guests, I got some. I got to write it down because I'm gonna forget. But there's 2 things that happened last time. I wasn't alive last night.
Oh,
and when I tell you what I'm gonna tell you after the show is over, you're gonna be like, "Ain't no effing way."
Wait, are you telling the story on the air or offline?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
because I told them I was gonna talk about them on the show today.
Okay, yeah. That'll be interesting for real.
Because one of them might piss you off.
Oh God. Well, I mean, I've already.
No. This one might just put you over the edge.
So we go in. And so this egg challenge, and I think I was a little bit worried about Roman getting that empty box because I know he's just like, bro, like he's gotten a lot of.
He's making it, but it's just like between him, RJ, and Amy, like they're constantly getting empty boxes.
Yep,
and still surviving. But again, your mental can only take so much crap.
Yeah. What's up, RJ? Oh, he said the podcast title is Survivor Thursday.
My bad. Don't worry about it. I'll change it back in. Don't worry about it. I'll change that later.
My bad. Thanks, RJ. But like, it's one of these things that like, there's still, how do you stay positive, right? When you're getting box after box after like every box is coming up empty.
Can you keep the boxes for firewood?
I don't think so. I think they probably
because I'd have been breaking them things down. I'd have been breaking them things down and putting them for firewood. All them empty crates.
Yo, listen. You'd be like, oops.
My bad. You wanted this back?
Oh, my crate broke. They're like, why your crate break every time you get a crate?
It broke in the fire.
Broken. But like, so seeing the egg challenge, it's just always tough. But like looking at how
because I didn't change it. That's on me. On me. I apologize.
Listen.
Disregard the title. Just come on in. Come on in the room. This is not a replay. This is live.
We got green on. They should know it's real today. But like, here's the question. Okay. At this point, are we now at a point where you're going to have to start making moves like smashing eggs? Are we to this point?
I think at this point, because again, you started with 11, 12, but you started with 11 and you're now down to, before the show was over,
well, you had
7 people, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like, but right before this episode aired, you could already start seeing the cracks in a lot of the people, at least the weaker side of people.
Yo,
you can start seeing the cracks forming.
Yeah, Amy, like I think 2 days, they had 2 days of rain.
And then these shelters weren't staying intact. Some of them worse than others.
RJ reinforced, which I thought was
what I'm
wise.
saying, but some people's shelters you were getting wet. You know what I'm saying? You could only stay so dry the way that it was raining.
Amy's shelter
was falling apart.
Yeah,
you know
that thing was.
And
that thing was.
You're not eating.
Nope.
Right. Your shelter's falling apart.
Yep.
You're cold.
Mm-hmm.
Your clothes is wet.
Yep.
You constantly are getting empty crates every single survival challenge. You know, that starts to play on your psychological warfare. Like, am I going to be able to make it?
Do you start if you're in HQ? Because there were moves made at this point, right?
Listen, me personally.
Oh Lord, you would have moved to smash the egg. I already know.
Listen, somebody got to go. And this is my thing. And just playing to make sure that my person is surviving, I'm taking out Luke or I'm taking out Polly.
Like, and this is what
I'm not helping them.
Who's moving all these eggs?
I'm not helping the strongest people in the game. And listen, and I'm Team Polly. Don't get it twisted. But if I'm playing as if I'm there and I'm seeing who's strong, I'm not putting an egg on Polly's line. I'm smashing the egg.
Listen, I'm telling you now, if it was me out the gate,
Luke, the first one to go.
I would have said yank, done. Like I wouldn't have thought.
I would have did what Dallas said. I'm putting an egg on me for Roman, and I'm smashing Luke or Polly's egg.
Facts, big facts.
This is not up for discussion.
I don't.
I'm not here to play nice.
I don't like.
And Lindsay, I love you. I appreciate your heart for your son, but at this point in the junction of the game, it's hit or miss, and you don't got you. Listen, what they always say: if you're gonna come for the king, don't miss.
Better not so. This is my thing. This is my whole thing, which is I don't understand. He's not on yet, so wait. Have you? He's definitely coming.
Oh, he knows.
Okay.
He's aware. I've already been in communications with said person.
But like, I don't understand, right? Like, why people aren't making moves at Luke. It makes zero sense to me. He is the front runner,
and if they are, they're not editing into the episodes.
Well, it's just like I don't even think he even had a single egg smash.
He is not affected these last 4
weeks.
The
last person I want to give 4 eggs to is Luke.
Especially with the shed you got.
He over there sitting like a teepee.
Waving at the camera while everybody else get drenched.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not giving you anything to boost your ego to think that you got an upper hand on people. That's not what I'm doing.
Like, it just like I think overall I'm confused by the gameplay. Like, if let's just say, like, feelings aside, I'm genuinely confused by the gameplay because the gamer in me, the person who likes to watch like Survivor and all this, the gameplay in me is why are they not taking shots at Luke, particularly because he is the front runner. Also, let me go back. Not to mention, you got supervillain 1 and 2 in Daniel and David. Right now that I just thought about they all got Bible names. Daniel, David, and Luke. But like
they not living up to their name. the Lord is not pleased.
I just realized I was like, they all got Bible names. But like
shame.
So, but like you go in, right? And so you've got supervillain 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Who are also now you've got super play and you've got the super player
plotting since day 1.
Yo, like
since the blanket fiasco.
I don't understand why nobody takes shots at Luke. It makes everybody is gunning for Polly and Roman, right?
Like let me because again, I'm new to this style of reality show. You know, it's when Extracted Survivor. But you've been in this thing for a while. Let me tell you how I would have played this out, right? In my mind, right?
Yep.
This is no disrespect to anybody on the show. I love all you.
Y'all. We've had almost all of y'all.
I'm just thinking strategically, right? In my mind, the cracks are already showing between Amy, Katie, RJ, and slightly Roman, right? Mm-hmm. There's cracks forming, right? Yep. those are not my targets to get out. Because again, the mental games are already, they're already fighting by themselves. I don't need to add anything to it.
No, I said they had Bible names.
But then you got Luke and Polly, and I'm like, I'm going after them first because they too comfortable.
Yo, like that, like that's what
they're too comfortable.
I don't understand why nobody's taking shots at Luke.
Like they would have not had a chance to move an egg if it was up to me.
Oh, listen, I would have smashed.
Polly and Luke would have not have had a chance to move an egg. I
do not like. I think that to me is probably because I think part of it is like everybody's trying to play a somewhat honorable game in sans Dallas. Dallas is your boy, right? So if we were to
Dallas is trying to play. He trying to play, but it's listen, Lindsay, I love you. But I'm gonna need you to get them claws out.
Listen, if you were to say who's left right now who are like still gamers, right? You're looking at Daniel, David, Dallas, Alec, and Dayton, right? Like basically Team Luke, Dallas from Team Roman, and then you've got Alec and Dayton. And I also think Molly and Polly and Molly and
Bailey are playing it, but they're playing a very different version of the game than what Alec, Dayton, Daniel, and David
and
Dallas, because
I think Michaela
Lindsay is I think Lindsay playing safe.
Yeah, and I think Michaela and Tanisha are playing, but I think they're playing with RJ in mind, but like not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
did you see though when RJ said I'm ready to go? Michaela said we're not pulling that trigger.
Today, my guy.
She said we're not doing that today.
Yo, listen. Wait, he said bait taken because shut up.
Listen. Look, hook, line, sinker.
Yo, listen. I already told you.
I ate whatever he was feeding. I'm ready to die.
But like it's so listen, I ain't gonna front. Like if it was up to me, like I guess I'm just I just don't get like Daniel and David's like affinity towards going at Michaela particularly, but like I told you, I think some of this is just low-key triggering, right? Like it's just giving bro vibes, and
I'm gonna show you bro vibes.
You know, coming from corporate, especially tech, it's just giving very bro culture, and like that to me is really kind of what just like gets under my skin. Like I get it, it's gameplay. It's not how I would play the game, and I understand it's gameplay, but it's just the broness. And then I feel like telling Michaela to shut up
multiple times. Sir, what planet you living on? My timeline and your timeline ain't matching.
Let me tell you, I'm just going to put this out here. You listening? I just want to let you know that I am genetically predisposed to fear of telling any black woman, shut up.
Listen. It's considered a cuss word.
It is.
Like, it's a cuss word. Shut up is a cuss word in a brown family.
I was like, oh.
And it's like he said it like he been telling his own mama to shut up.
Yo, listen, I get it.
I am 39 years old, and my sweet mother is 66 years old on this year. Never on this earth will I ever,
bro,
as a grown adult with my own child,
bro.
Tell my own mother to shut up.
Listen. Never. RJ, I agree. I think there is a difference between gameplay and then how, like, and I think that to me is like you can play the game, but you can still be respectful. Like, and I think
watch how you talking to people.
Yeah, I told you. I just was like, I don't know. Like, I'm nervous about today's guest, but like, you know what I'm saying? Because it just was what it was. And so like we get through this, right? And then we get another challenge. Okay. It's another one. All right. And this time you have all the crates.
Right.
You have these crates and everybody agrees to work together, which is fine. And nobody works with Team Luke.
But everybody had like almost like a truce.
Everybody basically was like, yo, let's just try to get our people to what we need.
Except one individual.
Dallas. So here's the deal. So just so you guys know, the next set of games, they don't have to line up this time. Thank God, because I can't do another count.
This whole ranking skill challenge be pissing me off.
One is
these
enough.
Jokers be stressing me out.
One is enough per episode. We don't need to line up more than once an episode because the level.
Somebody not gonna make it.
Somebody's getting voted off the island, right? So you go in, and so y'all, they've got these crates, and the goal is it's like a matching crate, okay? Yeah. And so everybody
open 2 crates.
Yeah, you have to open 2 crates. So everybody agrees to open their assigned crates so that they can say, hey, this is what's in it. Everything's fine. Okay. Now, Doug's people got to go first.
Right.
And so they go, hey, y'all, where's the tarp? Lindsay says it's 9. It's
and
9.
She's confident.
And but you know what I'm saying?
And she wasn't trying to manipulate. She was dead on confident.
She was straight up being like, hey, this is 9. They opened 9.
And the other crate, and it was the tarp.
Well, they opened...
their first crate was the tarp.
No.
Then they
opened up the socks first. They opened
They open up 9, and they see this rolled up piece of sock. And they was not happy.
So then they flip the next one, and it's a tarp. Okay. So now at this point, everybody else goes. Okay. Everybody else got the matches that they wanted. Roman got the tarp because they were next, weren't they?
Well, they were last before Doug's team had to go back up and get the last matching crate, which ended up being the socks. Yeah. But then Lindsay, because Lindsay is who Lindsay is, she had to profess her innocence. And she was like really upset because she was like, I did not do this on purpose. Yeah, I was not trying to manipulate. And Dad was like, I knew that she gave y'all the wrong number. I just didn't tell y'all nothing. And Alec and Dayton were like, that apology don't mean crap now. But again, it's not Lindsay's fault. And Lindsay got upset with Dallas because he's like, hey, aren't you going to back me up and say that you knew, but my mom didn't have anything to do with this? Yeah. And it's like Lindsay's mom was upset, and Michaela was like, as a mom, I understand her frustration because, she's out here. You got your baby out in the wilderness, and then you got your baby here, and it's just like, y'all. And they're
two very different personalities.
Because Dallas said you're gonna have to say you got to get extracted 3 times before I even consider getting you out of the woods.
So ultimately, Daniel and David take the wild card,
right?
And in the process of that, they flip the wild card over, and it says you can take. I already knew what was up.
There was somebody's crate of your choosing for your survivalist.
There was not a question what was going. I was not shocked that they took
this is probably the first time in a challenge that somebody targeted Roman and it affected Roman in a bad way.
Yeah, I would agree.
That tarp would have helped tremendously for Roman with his shelter, keeping him warm, all of that. Now he ain't got nothing.
Is it nothing at all?
And so Dougie got the socks. Katie got the chicken noodle soup. Polly, what did Polly get?
I don't remember what Polly got.
And then Luke got the tarp, right? And so everybody getting RJ got a sleeping bag, which
the blanket. He was so happy. He was so
happy about that blanket.
I'm so glad that baby got that blanket.
That boy got his eyes opened up with joy.
Listen, I was so happy that baby. Now listen, Doug was like, "You got me these socks."
Y'all clearly didn't try hard enough.
I don't want it, Doug. I don't want to hear it. Doug got a blanket and he got a sleeping bag. Calm down,
relax.
Doug.
You all right?
You better put these socks
but
on.
When Luke opened up that crate and he had the top, he was like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this, but I guess it can help me with being warm at night. I'm like, you raggedy mother.
Luke was chilling.
Luke is unfazed by what's going on the outside because that boy is fine.
is propped up against a tree, just with the tarp across him.
He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I'm pretty sure it can help me get warm.
I don't need it right now, but appreciate it. I was like, that's what made insult to injury.
And then what made it worse, again, it was Amy. What did RJ say?
He said that was the longest I had been without a blanket in my entire life. Yeah, like,
sir, listen, it was a well-deserved blanket.
Listen, it's just,
I bet you that blanket felt like a fireplace at night.
Okay, so because our guest is here, so before we bring our guest up, kind of two quick things. Part one, Amy and Katie are out. So Amy basically said, so they have a code. She says it in Vietnamese, and so she was ready to go. They pull her out. And then
Skyler was ready to push that button.
Listen, he
was ready to see his wife.
Yeah, he was like, it's done. We're done here. And then you had Katie. I feel like Katie could have lasted longer, but with the wedding and teeth
and that tooth.
Yeah, like you don't want
that tooth was a little hanging.
Yeah, you don't want to be in your wedding picture snag a tooth. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Looked so shocked. Like, she was upset, but she understood why.
Yeah, I mean,
she got extracted. Again, your sisters are looking for your best interest.
Here's what I'll say. This is what I'll give. This is what I'll give Carly and Emily, because let me tell you something. Weddings are already expensive. You know what? No, let me finish. And the second most expensive thing behind a wedding are dentists.
And listen, and you need them photos to look nice.
Listen, because you're going to go get a fill-in and then it's a house note. That is literally how dentists work. You go in, get your teeth cleaned, you come out.
She said she got a wedding in 30 days, so that means you got to get somebody to do it expeditiously. You got to find somebody to get you in quickly.
Now, I think they make the right call, just because from a health standpoint.
Yeah.
But it was tough. So here's what we're going to do.
To 5.
We're down to 5.
We're about to do rankings.
We're about to do power rankings. And hold on, let's see. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to do power rankings. I dropped you the link, so you should be good.
I got it saved on my computer. So
saved on your computer.
Listen, hallelujah.
Okay, so y'all, we're now into power rankings for Extracted. So we're down to 5. Man, that happened quickly. That escalated very quickly.
Losing 2 yesterday was, I'm like, it happened.
So now we've got Luke, Roman, Doug, Polly, and RJ. Now that's who's left amongst the 5.
Yeah.
So it's this is we're gonna do these power rankings real quick, and then we're gonna bring our guest up. But all right, let's go. Okay, yeah, actually, I'm not changing much.
I'm pretty much leaving it the way it is.
I'm
not changing.
You're keeping as is.
It's intact.
All right. I'm also I'm hedging my bet just a hair based on the previews from last week. I mean the previews for next week. So just a heads up. I'm edging my bets on just solely based on previews from last week. So this is my guess based on yesterday's episode and previews of last week. We both still have Luke at number 1. I have Roman at 2. You have Polly at 2.
Still.
I have Polly at 3. You have Roman at 3. I move RJ up to 4. You've got Doug at 4. And then I've got Doug at 5, and you've got RJ at 5. So
this is probably the first time where everything but 1 is different.
Literally, this is the first time we've probably been the most different. But like I said, I'm hedging a little bit of my bet, just because I feel like that blanket was a game changer for RJ. And I think Doug still got some oomph in him, but
I'm not a hater, RJ.
RJ said
I'm just going based off of what's left. Listen, prove me wrong next week. Prove me wrong.
Y'all,
prove me wrong, RJ.
Get him, RJ. I just
prove
think I just feel like the blanket. And keep in mind, we also have a little bit of behind the scenes, and so in understandings and psychologies between talking with moms, the HQ, and so I feel like this to me is solid. But you just never know. because Roman really is like a 2.5 for me because I think that last crate did something to him.
But the boy can still fish.
He can still fish. But you know,
and he is a consistent fisherman out there in them woods.
Listen, he doing the thing. But Polly said she never caught anything, which means she didn't. She got bait. That's what it was.
Yeah, but she got. Oh, that's what she got.
Yeah, she got worms. Yeah,
she got worms now, so she's gonna attempt to catch a fish now.
Listen, so here's the deal, y'all. We're gonna bring up our guest.
This one's a special one.
This is a special guest. I will tell you, if we had a Facebook relationship, it would say it's complicated.
Super complicated.
It's complicated.
It's slightly domestic. Slightly domestic.
If we had a relationship status, that's what it would be. It's complicated. But as you can see, actually, the person we're getting ready to bring up, even in our power rankings, he's actually the one person we still agree on, who is a front runner. So
damn near the favorite.
So we're gonna bring him up. Everybody, welcome Luke. Yeah.
Yo. What's up? Hey,
going
I
on,
am
Luke?
so flattered. I am so flattered. My goal, though, hey, let's make it Facebook official, okay? I want to be not just the favorite on your boards, but the favorites in your hearts.
Oh,
Okay, real
he
quick,
buttering
Paul-
my biscuits.
Paul, how are you going to do my guy RJ like that, man?
First of all,
Don't do RJ like that.
It's a very complicated relationship between me and RJ.
Listen,
Okay,
Michaela,
RJ,
listen.
Michaela already
Hey.
threatened my life 2 weeks ago.
I dare you to say all that to his face, because that dude is a bear. He is a beast. When I
say it to his face.
I ran into him like in the woods, I was like, how am I supposed to compete with this dude? He's like, I feel like less of a man standing next to him.
I'll tell you right now, I'm scared to just talk to her mama, to his mama,
yeah.
right? So
You don't mess with mamas.
Let alone say it to his face.
Listen,
that dude is a gentle giant, though. He was like the sweetest guy. Like, I didn't get to run into people very often in the woods, and they haven't really shown all the times that we interacted. But that dude, like, his like really like just peaceful, like mild demeanor. That's how he was when I ran into him. And that dude put up with so much. I mean, everybody did, but
RJ,
cut my guy
going
some
through
slack,
it.
man. That dude, he put up with some bad weather, man.
Listen, I think the first time interacting with him on the show is when he built that shelter, and I was just like, RJ, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's gonna fall over. But then Michaela said, no, that shelter was secure. I was like, listen, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Listen, you ain't gonna, I'm not arguing with Michaela. That's what I'm not gonna do. And that, you might as well say that thing was Fort Knox. I would agree. Like,
I'm not gonna fight you.
Hey, don't argue with Michaela. You can talk to my brother and ask him. That's
we saw it
in a China shop right there.
We saw it.
Unstoppable force meeting an immovable object, between Daniel and Michaela.
that thing was all the things. So I always like to start with this question. First of all, we watch you guys. I do my research. So I saw you were playing the guitar at church.
Yes, ma'am.
You over here playing Living on a Prayer. I was like, you better get it. Come on. Listen, we all living on prayers in these streets. So I love that. That was so good. Real quick, RJ said, don't be second guessing the engineer, Paul. Hey, listen,
listen, I'm telling you, don't sleep on RJ.
It's
prove
about
me
time.
wrong.
It's about time. It's about time somebody else got smoked, because last week I got lit up.
Last week you've been getting smoked for the last 3 weeks.
Yo, listen, I've gotten smoked so many times on the internet this last week. I appreciate it. Thank you, RJ. You're vindicating me.
It won't last.
Oh, please. So, Luke, this is my favorite question to ask. How did and why on the show? Like, tell us how you landed in the wilderness of Canada.
I've said it before. People ask this, and I'm a glutton for punishment.
I remember that.
Like it honestly, like, so okay. So much respect for season 1.
Yeah.
Because I was the dude who was armchair quarterback watching the first season, like, oh, I'm out there, I could do this, that, and the other. Like all these things that I had planned, where I could run away with season 1 in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my wife we loved the first season. My wife and I, we watched it, and she's like, bro, like, what Like, you think you can do it? Do it. Like, prove to me that you can do it.
Let me see. Let
And
me
I'm like,
see.
all right, sweet, babe. You're gonna think I'm real cool doing this. And then little did I know. So I apply. Little did I know, I was about to just, sign up for I had a death wish apparently. Like, so I sign up. I didn't even tell my brothers. My brothers
What
have
is up with
applied
all of
for.
y'all
Who's with
signing
y'all,
people?
not telling
Everybody's signing up, no telling nobody. This is
Well, because
the
you do
third
that
time.
and you think like there's not a chance that anybody will reach back out to me. Because my brothers have tried to get on Survivor for years, like
Oh,
years,
really?
and never got a call back. This is the first time I applied for anything. And like
And then
literally
you
like
get in.
I'm putting my kids to bed one night, and my wife and I we're tucking our kids in, and I get like a call on my phone. I silence it, but on the iPhone you can see how it'll like start putting the voicemail on your
Yeah,
screen. I'm
yeah.
reading it like, this is so and so from Extracted. I'm like,
What?
And so they call me like, yeah,
That
we
is
want to do like
nuts.
an interview with you tomorrow. And your brothers. I was like, let me just call my brothers real quick. I need to have a conversation with them. They're like, wait, what?
They're
Like,
not.
hey, what do
They're
y'all
not
think
informed
about
of
Canada?
situation.
Like,
Oh my
but I mean, I
gosh.
knew from the get-go I wanted to be in the wild because listen, I'm a middle child. I'm one of 8. And so we're us kids, we're always fighting to like have the upper hand on each other. Yeah.
You
He's
said
calling
1 of
time out
8?
over there.
Yeah,
We're not just gonna move past that.
Like that is a starting 5 plus 3 on the bench. Like that is.
I
You're
know.
1 of 8.
Yes, 5
And what
boys and 3
number?
girls.
Name the
5 boys and
ages.
3 girls.
Mhm.
And
What's
you're
the
what
age
number
gap?
are you?
I'm smack in the middle. I'm number 4.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna ask me the age gap, man.
What's the age gap? Because we listen.
Lord,
There's always that. Baby.
y'all forget my siblings. Forgive me if I'm getting your ages wrong because listen to between you and I have to put my own kids' birthdays in my phone because I'm so bad at like
Listen.
dates and
Listen, I
ages.
got
Like,
one, and I got to remember her birthday through my phone.
Listen.
I want to say my oldest sister is 38 or 39. And then that's Marie, my youngest sister Christine. I want to say it's probably like 26, 27, something like that. It was like consistently
So
like
y'all
every
are
2
spread.
years.
Y'all are pretty much.
But that's
spread
pretty
thin
It's
pretty
just boom,
consistent.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
they're back to back to back. Yeah.
It was business. My
They were
parents, it was
busy.
They was like, listen, we got a window. We're gonna use that window. Let's go. Listen.
Apparently, they used that window and then some because my mom was pregnant my whole life. So.
Like, mom again?
Y'all know what's going on, right? You know what's causing that. Get it figured out. Come on.
You too.
So you don't tell them. So
Mhm.
I feel like Daniel and David, first of all, before I even say this, I will say this. Daniel and David would be so interesting to watch on Survivor. They would run an entire muck. They would just
that was the goal.
Yes, we're aware.
They are succeeding.
We're aware, very aware. They are game players. So I'm guessing when you call them, they're like, "Yeah, we're count us in." Right.
Well, they had never even seen the show. So they're like, wait, what is this? I'm like, well, listen, like it's kind of like Hunger Games, meets Survivor meets Alone, but for people who had no idea what the heck they're doing and shouldn't be alone.
Jesus.
And so they're like, yeah, what the heck? Why not? We probably won't get it, but let's do it. So at that point, from that moment, my brothers were like, bro, you've got to start prepping. Even like you just got to like believe that it's going to happen, put it out there and just keep preparing like it's going to happen.
Right.
So like with the bow drill and stuff, I am very much a homebody. I like to be inside. I don't like to be outdoors. And so like the bow drill, I'm thinking like, if I get it, I'll figure it out. I'm a resourceful guy. Like, I tried for 3 months, practice almost like daily for hours.
It's not as easy as it
I had
looks.
only got like 4 or 5, probably 4 fires before I went out into the wilderness. So the fact that I was able to get any bow drill fires going out there was an act of God. Like I'm not even
the
joking.
confidence that you looked when you started that fire for the first time. You're like, yeah, I did that.
Pure sarcasm.
You was like, I am him.
What they didn't show is I had peed my pants at that point. I was like a nervous wreck. Like that was my heart. I could feel my heart beating in my throat, like when I'm doing that, because it is an art form to get a bow drill fire down. Everything has to be perfect. Your weight displace, like you have to disperse your weight properly. Like even like just like people just think it's you just got to rub the sticks, the wood together real fast. It's
No.
like, no, that's just like one small step. The
Yeah.
timing on everything. And so like that's like my brother's like, yeah, we were watching Amy do it. And like no knock on Amy because she was hardcore. Like that girl is crazy, crazy talented, dude. So
found
good.
out.
But they were like, everybody in HQ was like, she's gonna get it. We can see smoke. And they're like, she's not. Like
It's
we
hard.
know, like there's steps that go into it that people don't know. Like, and so
Mm.
she's like, if she knew what she was doing,
She
she would have got it.
Yeah.
But like she only had one step down to like the 4 or 5 step process.
Yeah.
So it was like, all those things like I started like doing nothing but ice cold showers every day for 3 months and staying in the cold water as long as I could. Started running as much as I could to try to build endurance, cut out sugar and coffee. I'm very much back in the sugar and coffee camp at this point in my life. So
amen, somebody.
We back, baby. Like all those little things. Like I went out and spent the night in the woods by myself, like which was scarier in Kansas City than it was in Canada.
Hey, yo, first of all, I got a shout out. Like I was like, oh, he's in Overland Park. I used to live in Kansas City. My dad was stationed in Belton. So
oh, no way. Yeah,
and then he used to work in the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps base before it moved back to Belton, it was in Overland Park. So like I know KC all up and down. My mom's family's from KC. Like go chicken go, Gates, Jack Stack, Smokestack.
Favorite barbecue.
Okay, listen. Jack Stack beans.
A loaded question.
Jack Stack.
Yeah.
Listen. Jack Stack beans. Just give me a bowl of it. I'm just gonna eat
just a gallon. I'll just drink it straight out of a gallon jug.
There's nothing like Jack Stack beans. If I had to go barbecue, I'm probably gonna go Gates, but that's what I grew up on, right?
Okay.
Like
no love for Joe's. No love for Joe's.
Gates is like
Gates is solid. It's up there.
It's just like it's what I know. And like, like, cause my family stays like Kansas City, get like Prospect, like that, like Kansas City, Kansas City, like
Kansas City.
You're
a Kansas City girl. See, I know a Kansas City girl when I see one. There you go. See, that's the thing is what they didn't show. The whole time out there, I'm shouting out every single local barbecue place so I can try to get like an endorsement deal. So I'm a little ticked off.
They didn't put not a one on.
We're not doing that. Maybe that's why they haven't shown me that much because half the time I'm talking about Kansas City restaurant, like barbecue restaurants, trying to get endorsement deals.
Oh, Jackson.
While you got Roman out here spitting stats, you got Katie reading stories, you got RJ over here, singing. Prospecting and singing. You got Luke over here trying to get a deal, and they're like,
I'm hustling, man. I'm hustling in the woods, dude.
While I'm here, might as well get some sponsorships. You know what I'm saying?
And then production's like, no, we're taking all that.
Put that out.
So I was trying to get a tattoo of all the places, like on my face and everything before I went, but, didn't work out.
Didn't work out. I don't know how your wife would have felt about, a Jack Stack tattoo on your face.
Yeah, no, probably.
Yeah.
We're having a different conversation right now about my family dynamic. If I did that.
I would agree.
Unfortunately, we're no longer together.
Yeah.
She's not down with the barbecue. So.
Okay, so I want to talk about we're gonna get to your brothers.
Hey, AC.
Not yet. It's too soon. Not yet. We're gonna get to them in a minute, but not yet.
We're gonna get to them.
I do want to talk about like your shelter, sir.
How?
Sir. How? You did that. Listen, everybody else is like, I'm chilling. It's raining.
The way that while it's raining, hard. You know what I'm saying? Amy's shelter's falling apart. Everybody else is getting soaked wet, and you just here in the corner.
Chilling.
This man just waving at the camera.
That took me over a week to build. And that was I had like certain goals going into it. I was like, I'm going to get a bow drill fire. I'm going to be the first person in the show to ever do it. Sorry, Woody. I beat you, dude.
Yeah, you did.
And then I didn't want to get wet. I did not want to get wet because I knew inevitably it was going to rain.
Yep.
And I also didn't want to lose it like mentally. Like that was one of my big goals. So like that shelter took me over a week to build because like also like that was the thing. Like I knew if I didn't keep myself just mentally going and mentally like on task with something, and I just sat there, I feel like that's when people would start losing it because you just
Yeah.
get
Like
lost in your
Olsen
thoughts and
did.
your yeah. Well, not to mention he saw a bear within the first 5 minutes of being out there.
Well, there's that part. There's
I
that
always,
part.
I always cut also some slack. I was like, one, he got duped because we know he got a swapperoo, so he wasn't even technically supposed to be out there. And then
Yeah.
you get a
saw a whole
bear
bear.
day one. I feel like that just kind of took any.
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw a bear that quick, that would have wrecked me. Like I would have wrecked me like big time.
Wrecked me. I'd have been like, "Hey, push the button."
Be like, listen, I push the button. I'm gonna climb through this camera and push it myself. Get me out.
One bear is enough.
Like, so you've got this. So it took you over a week. You said that you've got a plan. So walk us through your game plan of how you thought about, like, what do I need to do when I get here? Stay busy, get your shelter, get your bow drill.
Well, so I was campsite number 12. So I was the last one out in the woods for the day. So at that point, it was already getting like, I want to say it must have been like 2 or 3 o'clock at the earliest before I got out there. It's crazy because like leading up to it, when we left sequester, like they're like 7 a.m., no food or water. You can't drink anything. You can't eat anything. Like they sent somebody to my room when we were at the hotel. And even like if I went to the bathroom, I had to open the door to wash my hands because they're like, we need to make sure you're not just like guzzling water in there, like as you're washing your hands. And so it was like they were like legit because the first person went out around 7. So it would have been kind of unfair if they're out there and I'm just sitting here like, continental breakfast, chowing down on some food in the hotel.
On lockdown.
Yeah. So like at that point, I was just like trying to get in a good spot mentally, like and going out there. Like it was pretty funny. Like I feel like most of sequester was designed to, number one, narrow down from the top 20 teams to the top 12.
Right.
But I think it was also to kind of rattle our cages a little bit too, because we were locked in a room for a week. Like we could not leave. We didn't have our phones. I'm obviously married and I've got 4 kids. And so, I wanted nothing more than just be able to like check in with them and talk to them. But couldn't do that. When I did find out, they are like, you were going out tomorrow, you 1 5-minute call. So I got to FaceTime my wife and kids, and that was emotional. But from there, it was just like, all right, get in the zone. So when we left the hotel, we drove for a while. We couldn't talk. My brothers and I were in the back seat. And so we're just sitting there, like I'm like getting in my head at that point, like, all right, time to lock in. Yeah. And all these things I had prepared, like when I get out there, this is what I'm doing. My first goal was I need to establish like what I've got around me, like what resources I've got. I need to start building a shelter immediately. But I knew my first shelter was not going to be my final shelter because I knew I was going to be the last person out there. And so I'm like, I'm just throwing up something temporary. I'm going to get a lot of the materials that I can recycle and use for my second shelter. But I know it's not going to be my last shelter because like my whole area was sloped like this. So I knew like the water's going to be running down towards me. Yeah. And so I was like, I need to be prepared for when it rains. Because one of the things I do for a living is like waterproofing people's houses. So I'm like, it's going to be really bad for business if I build a shelter and I'm getting soaked. Like, so.
I mean,
well, it makes sense now.
Honestly, though, I was fake. Everything I did out there, I was faking it till I made it. Like that shelter, I saw some dude on YouTube build a shelter like that. I was like, I hope this joker knew what he was doing and it's not like a fake thing. I'm going to try to do it exactly like he did it.
Well,
and so
you did great.
TP. So it took me quite a few days to gather. I probably got about like 40 small trees that I pushed down, broke all the branches off of, and made the teepee structure. And then I would pull like tiny roots out of the ground and tie all of them together so that they weren't like falling in or caving in. And then I went with a layer of like shingles. There was a big tree that had fallen. And so a lot of the strips of bark were pretty good size, like maybe like a foot wide by like 2 feet tall. And so I just started making shingles, and then I put the dirt and pine needles over it. And then I did a thick layer of pine branches. And then on the inside, because it was so tall and, hot air rises. So I made 2 layers, like shelves with sticks, and just packed it full of moss up top. So the thinking was, number 1, insulation. Number 2, if water drips down from the top, it'll hit that moss before it drips down on me. And so I made it tall enough to where I could sit up in there.
Yeah, we know.
It wasn't like all that heat wasn't going. It was still really big, but I made it long enough to where I could like fully lay down in there. I built a bed. I have a lot of free time, so I'm just like, making stuff up like as I go. But like I was really proud of my shelter. But so
I'm
that
like,
was
it
like the
did
goal.
good. You did good.
It was
Dude,
the MTV Cribs
listen,
of Extracted.
listen.
You
It
know what I'm
was
saying?
That's it. And there was so when it first started raining, I was like kind of dozing off. You didn't get much sleep out there. So it was at
Yeah.
night. I was like, here we go. This is either make or break for my shelter. Had my waterproof jacket and I just heard like a on my back and I'm like, oh God, here we go. And I get my phone and I'm trying you can't really use the flashlight. So I'm using the screen to try to find out where the leak is. And I saw one little drop coming from right here. So I came over to this side, grabbed a little shingle, popped it right there, and it never leaked again. And I was like, yeah,
This guy
feels
over
so
here.
good.
Listen, you all of y'all's survival skills in general are just the ability to adapt. Like
Yeah.
every single person we've talked to, just watching, like hearing the stories, of how everybody was able to be like, hey, I didn't know, but I was able to figure it out while I was
Right.
there. So
Mhm.
you said that you were working on your endurance. Some people said they put on weight before. Did you put on weight before you went out there?
No, and I wish I would have. I wish I would have. I'm like sitting there trying to be like, man, I gotta get in shape. Like I'm gonna try
Not
to look
thinking you're
like
not gonna
friggin'
get food.
Thor. Yeah, thinking because like season one. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
they had it rough, but like
They had amenities.
their thing was like they didn't know what they were getting into from the get go. So
Yeah.
that was their big challenge, and so I think there was a little more grace with the
Mhm.
supply drops, especially
Oh,
early on. Like,
100%,
so
100%.
I'm thinking the first supply drop, like here we go. I'm gonna get a crate full of stuff. Like here we go. And I got just a knife and a bow drill, and I'm like, come
What am I supposed to
on.
do with this?
What is going on? Like, y'all went with the bow drill right off the bat, and I had no idea what happened. Also, the blanket, I thought everybody got a supply drop that time. So I'm sitting there gloating
Oh,
about it, not realizing that everybody's like,
When
no.
dude,
I
screw
tell you,
you, man.
your brothers from the jump. Not only did they
Yo,
get you the blanket off the rip, them
out the
trying to
gate.
frame Sandra
I
like she did
know.
it. I'm like, they is playing real spicy,
I
real quick.
that was funny. Just sprinkle like she's just like someone's eating chips by their desk. You just sprinkle a little glass right
Yo,
there. Like,
it was too funny because, like, I know you were like, "Oh, Steph, I got a blanket. Night one, I'm rolling." Like, yeah, nobody got a blanket yet. Like,
well, and like I'm thinking everybody got. Little did I know, nobody had that. Let
no,
alone like freaking RJ and Amy. Like RJ's literally just getting a blanket in the season.
yo, it's nuts.
Rough.
And when I say it was cold, like
oh,
it was so cold. So the fact that like people put up with like the weather without any sort of like blanket or sleepy bag,
mhm.
like hats off to them. Like those people are like
Luke
freaking
didn't have that
beasts.
problem.
No, I was nice. I was nice and cozy in my little blankie that I
Listen,
had.
it
So
is a little 5-star resort up there. Listen,
hey, at one time I did have 2 rooms in my shelter too when I was building it because like I wanted like some slope as I was still building stuff up around, but my feet were hanging out. So I was like, all right, I got to fix this. I can't be that like that ridiculous. So
This guy.
he literally said, "I knew that wasn't going to be my first home." So, like, you over here having a starter shelter, and then
He looking at real estate.
Yeah.
I know, you got to expand. Blow out that back wall, put a nice little kitchen in there. That kind of thing.
Let's put a beam up top right here.
So
Yep.
for you haven't gotten very many empty crates up until this point.
I had a few.
You had a
I
few.
had a few. Mhm.
So what? Because I feel like when we were just talking about this, right? Because we think like this last empty crate for Roman kind of like it kind of shifted him a little bit. What is going through your head when you're getting these empty carts? Because they always come over the loudspeaker and tell y'all something crazy. That's like it's like true, but it's like a half truth, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so then you get it and it's empty. So you're like, what is happening in HQ?
Yeah, I mean, well, and I know. So this game, more than anything, it's a physical game, but it's also a mental game.
Oh, 100%.
So, like, I knew going into it, I'm gonna get empty crates. Like, I'm gonna get empty crates for various reasons. Daniel and David, we had planned from the get go. They were gonna go in and raise hell. They were gonna make people uncomfortable, and like it was
Mission
all
accomplished.
calculated. Yeah, hey, mission accomplished. So like the thing was like you saw in season 1 how somebody extracted because HQ was crazy. Like,
Mhm.
and that's not a knock on them. Like, you could
Yeah.
ask any of the HQ people.
Oh,
HQ was like a
it's a
whole different
lot.
kind of trauma.
Yeah.
Like, you're
Yeah.
watching your people die and then
Yeah.
having to like scheme against other people to make their people die. Like, so it's like I knew it was rough. My goal was like, I'm never gonna count on them for anything. If I get something, it's Christmas
Mm.
morning, but I'm gonna try to make the most of what I can on my own. Like, so I'm not gonna wait to get a tarp. I'm not gonna wait for all this stuff. I'm gonna try to make stuff happen on my own. And so when I got crates, it was hard, but like there was a lot of other things that I put in place mentally to like help me, be able to like put up with those. Like one of the first thing I did after I started like with my shelter was I
Mhm.
got a big stick and I put it in the center of my camp. And every day I'd use it as like a calendar. I'd notch in it, but then I would also like pull a root out of the ground and tie it around the stick and be like, this day is dedicated to this person in my life, like my wife, my kids, all the people that were close.
Oh, I
That's a
love
And
good
so
way
that.
to motivate.
when I would have those moments where it's like, I'm about to snap, I would look at
Yeah.
that stick and I'd see all those roots on there and be like, okay, all of these faces, all of these people are going to see how I respond in this moment. My kids are
Mm.
either going to see me crash out on TV and like act like a child and lose
Yep.
it,
Yep.
or I can hold it together because this is just temporary. As much as this sucks, like this
Right.
is temporary, and it's not worth me putting them
Mhm.
through all of their friends seeing that and them seeing their dad and
Yeah.
my wife seeing her husband act like that, like a fool on
Yeah.
TV. Like, and so that really helped keep me grounded. Like, that was one of the big things that helped keep me grounded.
Nice.
I was doing breathing exercises too. I was praying a lot, all that kind of stuff, just trying to keep in a good mental spot because I knew if I could stay strong mentally, like I could put up with the rest of it, because that's the thing that breaks people is when you lose it and you get in a mental spot where you can't bounce back in a lot of cases.
I
And
mean,
so
I feel like that's what happened to Summer. I think Summer was rolling, and then
yeah.
that blanket, her
That
losing
mental
that
break.
blanket, it popped.
Mhm.
It's just like as quick as you thought she was going the distance, she cracked. And so I love like the whole like, hey, I'm watching it. I know that I'm doing this for somebody else. Um, so we're just gonna rip the Band-Aid off.
Before we get to the brothers, I have
Go
two
ahead, go
questions.
ahead, go
Two
ahead.
questions. Number one, when you got lost in the woods in that one challenge, right? Like, what was your mindset knowing like, all right, I'm not gonna make it back to my camp. I got to camp out in these woods with nothing.
Yeah.
Because you talk about keeping yourself in a mental space. Like, okay, I can get through this. You're in the dark.
Pitch black.
You can't see 2
Pitch
feet in
black.
front of you.
Yeah, it
What
was
is going
nuts.
through your brain when you have to stay the night in the middle of the woods?
Okay, so
You weren't far though,
two
were you?
I was a little ways.
Oh,
I was
okay.
a little ways. And then they didn't show it. I actually got lost the next day on my way back to my campsite. So it
Oh,
took me a
bless
long
your heart.
time because there was kind of a path and it split off in two directions. I didn't know one way went towards the swamp from the first challenge, the other way went back towards my campsite. I just, rolled the dice, and me being the lucky guy that I am, I picked
You
the
were
wrong
back at
way.
the swamp.
So I'm like almost back to the swamp. I'm like,
Definitely
dang,
other part.
I
Other
gotta
part.
go 40 minutes back this way, and then I gotta go all the way back to my camp. So it took a while to get back to my shelter the next day. But going into that, so we got a note in that crate that night.
Mhm.
Right.
And my brothers told me, they're like, dude, you gotta like scale back, get Cynthia or do something, because like people are like gunning for you. Like, and blanket didn't help, all that stuff, but they're like, you've gotta like blend back in with the pack.
Right.
Cause
Yeah.
like whether it's stuff that you're doing or what we've done, like
Mhm.
it's gonna be hard to send you supplies unless you get some sympathy from some people. And not to say that I was like far out ahead of the pack, but you could tell there was obviously people that needed supplies. And so
Mhm.
Right.
a lot of times people are going to focus more on getting those people supplies. And if I'm acting like everything's great,
Yep.
like I'm probably not going to get these supplies. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sleep out in the woods tonight during this challenge. So I had actually, you notice I had my coat, everything with me.
Oh,
I
yeah,
brought
yeah.
everything with me because I was like, I'm going to sleep out here. I didn't plan on getting hurt.
Okay, I was gonna
Be-
ask, was that real or was that
Yeah,
a
yeah.
it
That was
was a
my next.
50-50. It was a 50-50.
It
Like,
was an
so,
injury-ish.
me like being all like, big and bad saying I'm gonna sleep out there. When I got to the crate and I smelled how bad that bird like
Oh, we're
reeked,
gonna get
I'm
to the
like,
bird in a second.
bro,
Everybody
like
talks about the bird.
every bear in a 10-mile radius can smell this thing. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't sleep out here. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to lose this bird. I don't know if I want to eat it yet either, but like I don't want to lose it. and I definitely don't want to like have a bear come up on me in the pitch black. And so
there's that
I
part.
could see, and also what they didn't show, they showed a little bit inaccurately. I was not one of the first people to the crate. I was probably middle of the pack.
Okay.
Because my camp, me and Doug.
Uh-oh.
Oh, did we lose him?
I think so. He should be coming back soon.
We'll pop him back up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna take him out, and then when he gets back in, I'll let him back in.
Okay.
Oh, there he goes.
There we go. All right, there we go. We got him back.
My phone's acting up on me. Apologize about that.
No, it's all good.
You're fine.
Yeah, so what I was not one of the first people there, because me and Doug were probably the farthest from that supply drop. He was camp 1, I was camp 12. And so going out there, I'm like booking it, like it was already getting dark by the time I got there. It was pretty pitch black. And so yeah, I saw Katie. She was there before me, so she was leaving, and so I'm like, okay, if I can get back to her. None of us, mind you, knew how much light our lanterns had. I had no idea of knowing like, hey, this is how much battery I've got. You know, for all I knew, it could have gone out in 30 seconds. So I was like, trying not to like burn through the battery on that. So I could see her with her lantern. I'm like, okay, I know her camp is opposite direction of mine. So if I can get to her, I'll be able to establish where I'm at and then figure out what I need to do from there. And so I just start pushing through the branches, like going crazy, like covering my face like this and just busting through. And I didn't see there was a drop off. And so I fell down this drop off and like my foot got caught in this bundle of roots and I rolled over the top of a log and just totally scraped the front of my leg open. And my leg from like my knee down went numb. And so I'm like, I either just dislocated my knee or broke my leg. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then it was like that pain that like just gradually increases and gets really intense. Yeah. And so I'm just laying there like, well, I might have just ended my time here if I did something bad. After about 20 minutes though, I was like, okay, you know what? Pain's not getting any worse. There's no like obvious breaks. And I pulled up my pant leg and I could see that it was pretty cut up and nasty, but it wasn't broken. So I was like, you know, honestly, maybe this is the best thing that could have happened to me. So I'm going to show it on my camera. Like, oh, look at my leg. It's all cut up. Like, you know, I'm hurting real bad. Apparently I'm not a really good actor because that joke is lying. Like, but I was. So one of the things that me and my brothers did was we memorized Morse code before we went out there.
Oh yeah.
So I was sending them signals. They told me, like, to be honest, like, we didn't see you doing that. Like, we had no idea. I'm like, okay, so y'all just went to bed. Like, what?
Basically.
But they did say they were actually in there for like an hour and a half before. And then,
when you rolled that ankle, we were like, I was like, this don't look right.
You're like, oh, my ankle. I was like, your ankle.
That sounds suspect.
Well, at first it did hurt pretty good, but I was definitely milking it and trying to hype it up because I'm like, listen, like this may be the sympathy that like get me the sympathy that I need from people, because like apparently I ain't getting any sympathy in any other way. So, like,
listen, your brothers ain't doing you no justice back at headquarters. But before we get to them, the bird. When you got back to that camp and you finally had to field dress this thing, like what was your initial reaction just dealing with this bird?
This thing smells like booty. Like that was my initial thought. I was like, this thing stinks. Like,
did it taste good after you cooked it?
No, it tasted.
It was bad.
I'm saying the whole time I'm thinking like I literally said out loud, I was like, this tastes like you took a piece of like rotten meat and then just took it in like the dressing room of a thrift store and just kind of wiped it on the floor a few times for some seasoning. God. And then it was nasty. So I did not eat very much of it. I've never cleaned an animal before either. So I'm probably eating the stuff you weren't supposed to eat. I don't know. Like
so when you saw that steak, you was happy.
Bro. And I had like made a point beforehand because they asked like, what kind of food do you like? There's just like random questions like that. It's like, you put a steak in front of me, I'm gonna tear that thing up. And so that's why I'm like, it had to be steak, guys. It had to be steak. Like production knew they were gonna try to get me with I tell you, the best steak I've ever had in my life.
Oh, listen,
like, make no to the chef.
Me and LaToya already said we's gonna be the villains.
This is Village and origin story.
Like I'm eating all of it
because that thing looked amazing on TV.
No, seriously,
that would have been the birth of my villain story. That particular episode,
y'all would have hated me.
The level of
it about got me.
Oh,
it about got me. It about got all of us. I'm not gonna like. I know that like everybody at least had the thought. Oh yeah, well, I'm pissed that like he wasted it. Like I wouldn't have faulted anybody.
It didn't get wasted. Like, the squirrel definitely had a good meal that night.
The squirrel got it. That steak was bigger than that squirrel, and it got it. Like, and that's the thing that broke my heart the most about it is that perfectly good meat. Like a third of it went to waste.
Listen,
so it was pretty heartbreaking.
That thing looked delicious. When I tell you.
I just wanted to keep that thing packed in the side of my cheek like some like chewing tobacco or something.
I knew it was good when Polly started crying. I was like, that's a good thing. Listen.
Yeah, no, I get it. I can sympathize with that. I about started crying when I tasted it too. I mean, it was like God himself just put that steak down there, cooked perfectly, medium rare. It just, oh man. I literally the whole time going back, I'm like, y'all, whoever cooked that steak, you're invited to my birthday, Christmas, everything. As long as you're cooking steak, you can come to every family event from here on out because that was good.
Yo, that thing looked delicious just on TV. And I was like the Texan in me, right? So I'm like half and half, right? Half Missouri, half that, but the Texan in me.
Oh yeah.
I would have risked it.
I probably just would have been a villain because that thing.
You didn't need no steak sauce with that one.
Oh,
that was like
it looked good just sitting there on that stone.
And it was sizzling.
I'm gonna go get a steak after this. Don't make me hungry.
And then the butter. Like, if we make you hungry, never watch our Friday shows.
Don't watch Friday. It's bad.
Friday is Food Fight Friday. There's always some type of activity happening on last week we microwaved a zebra cake. It was like it came from one of our viewers. They were like, yo, microwave the zebra cake for 5 seconds.
It was good.
It was
I had to take a little extra insulin because
yo, listen, I'm telling you, what happens is it like the cream middle, like the middle melts into the rest.
It melted into the cake.
No,
and it almost gives it a different flavor profile. It was delicious.
You like cornbread?
Bro, I will eat anything.
All right, like, stay with me. Just stay with me a second. So down here we got a thing called HEB, right? It's our little grocery store.
Yeah.
And most of our newer HEBs got a barbecue spot in it, right? So we saw this thing going around. You get a jalapeno cornbread, right?
All right.
Cheese melted on top, right?
I'm tracking.
Put some brisket on top of that.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking my love language right now.
Brisket baked beans.
Mac and
cheese, and then if you want, you can put your little sour cream and your extra jalapenos on top, and then you just go to town.
Listen,
that sounds like about as heavenly as you could get, man. You put that up against that steak, dude.
We put ourselves in a food coma in the middle of the
show. I fell asleep.
I was like, this was the best worst idea. I don't know how. Like, we were struggling to finish the show because.
Can I join y'all's show on Fridays? Like, and I will come down to Texas if y'all are doing stuff like that. Like, I want to be a part of it. Like,
listen. The door is always open over here.
Listen, we are always down for the shenanigans. Be like, hey,
if you got ideas. If you got ideas for us to eat, listen, we never turn down food.
Nope. We've done a couple things.
Go get you a grouse and skin it.
Not doing that. I've seen enough of y'all struggle.
Well, but I say the other one too that paid off because HEB, our local store here, they have something we call it a cronut. I don't know what it's called, but we call it.
I've had one of those.
Like the glazed croissants. Listen,
I took it up a level though. I took mine up a level.
Yeah, he did.
I made it into a breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
Listen.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I could go for that.
Listen.
Come on. I'm sweating over here. I'm hungry. Y'all are killing me right now. Listen, I just had lunch before I got.
We
don't play around food.
No, we don't. Food Fight Friday gets very interesting. Sometimes we're just arguing about food, and sometimes we're trying whatever they tell us to try. So I want to talk about because this is going to usher us into the next conversation because we're in episode 7.
Hallelujah.
Getting into the dark side here. I can feel it. And my brothers.
Yo, you and your brothers. Blessed be. I said, how y'all all got Bible names cutting up like that? Listen, cutting up like that. So the eggs, right? You got those 4 eggs. Some people didn't. So I know you were pretty excited about the eggs and like getting.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
that kind of? I'm guessing that absolutely just kind of continues to carry you over.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you're getting
For sure.
eggs.
Well, and like to be honest, up until last night, I did not realize that Polly and I were the only ones that got eggs. Like I thought like
Oh,
maybe some people didn't get eggs, but I did not realize that me and Polly were the only ones that got eggs. So I like at the beginning, like right when that happened,
yeah.
we have a whole big like group chat, and I'm like, "Oh, Lindsay, thank you for the egg. That's so kind of you." And then I watch it, I'm like, I probably should have held off. Not that probably looks really sarcastic and distasteful, like me texting that after like everybody goes in and crushes everybody else's eggs after that. So Lindsay, if you're watching, that was not sarcastic. Like, I was sincerely thank you. Like I was not trying to like rub salt in the wound.
Here's what I'm gonna say, and I said this. I don't know if you're watching earlier before you even hopped in, but this is what I said. I don't understand why nobody takes shots at you. You like for whatever reason.
It's like you're immune or something.
Like I don't know what it is, but people will take shots at every. Like as the gamer, as a Survivor fan, as like a person who watches this stuff, like I do not get why nobody is taking shots. Cause I'm like, yo, he in this mug chilling, and then y'all give him eggs. Like, did you see him win the rank? Like, I'm taking a shot every time I can. And your brother's aside, that's a whole nother story. But just you alone, you are appearing to fare pretty well compared to others. And so I think it's very interesting just from a gameplay standpoint, how they're not shooting at the big dog. Because at the end of the day, if I got to go in and it's me against you, I don't want you I don't want you with me, like in the finals. Like I don't want any part of that. So I'm going to take every shot I can at you. And you know, this as a Survivor fan, you're trying to get the top dog out because you don't want to be
at this point in the game,
right?
because there's only five of y'all left. I'm telling you, I'm coming for that neck.
Listen,
100%. No, I honestly, like when I see all these people like ranking things, like I take that as such a compliment. Like, or like people saying like, "Oh man, like why weren't I'm even sitting back like, and they should have gone for me there." Like, I will say this: there was a lot of struggles that I was dealing with that did not get shown. Like up until this point, I think I've had 3, maybe 4 fires. Like fires were not easy to come by, so I really didn't have much for people to take either. Aside from like if like you know someone who didn't have a blanket could have taken my blanket or something like that. Like nobody wanted my bow drill. Like I didn't want my bow drill. Like so it was like that, or like the stuff that people got from the night challenge that like they already had those supplies.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really a lot that they could have taken from me that they could have benefited from, and I really didn't have a lot that they could have taken that would have like screwed me other than my blanket. Like that would have been a hard thing to swallow, like losing my blanket. But like one of my lowest moments they didn't show was during the scavenger hunt. Like I was in rough shape there. Like I was like dry heaving, like almost blacking out because I was so depleted of energy, and I had hardly eaten anything the entire time I was out there. Like I'd maybe my potato, I still have my potato at this point, and I'm like maybe taking a bite of that or 2 bites every 3 days. Like that's my food that I'm getting. So like, and then the water was really hard to come by because like I was having to boil water, but I'd only had 4 fires, like 3 or 4 fires. And so it was like, you know, that water only gets you so far. So maybe there was an aspect to that. Maybe there was an aspect of like, crap, we don't want Daniel and David, like their retribution. Like if we do something to like, you know, my goal is like
enough chaos that people don't want to fool with it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. You know, like, so my thing was like, I know what they're going to do. So I'm going to do my best to be as likable as possible for all the people at HQ so that they're like, yeah, Daniel and David are kind of crazy, but like, we like Luke, you know, we don't want to do anything to mess with him. Like, so like I was putting on my, you know, my good little, you know, church going boy, you know, like personality on it. They're like trying to be as nice as possible. Like, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I was really shocked watching back, like when Polly lost her sleeping bag. I thought for sure that they would have taken something from me, but
and that's kind of my thing. Like I think when we interviewed Doug, I think after episode 4. It was after Polly got her stuff taken, and I was just like, and they're not even in an alliance with y'all at this point. Like they're not even in an alliance with Team Luke. And I'm like, why would you take Polly's? I would take Luke's. Luke is chilling. And so it's just very interesting because I think it's maybe just a little bit, and like some of this, like we know edit TV world, the whole nine, right?
Mhm.
Um, and so I think a part of me just wonders how much of that kind of story and just like these certain things are playing out versus you. I
Mhm.
feel like you kind of like for you personally, you've been middle of the road. You kind of sit with where I feel like Katie was in terms
Mhm.
of just like not causing too much stir, just doing kind of what pushes you up is your brothers. And
Mhm.
but also you didn't have me fooled. You were faring better than everybody else, right? And so
Yeah.
I think it's kind of when you're in the moment, it's hard. So
Yeah. Well, and there's also the aspect of like, do you want to go for someone, take something that's really not a vital tool?
mhm,
Like if I had had a ferro rod or something like that, like I would totally get like that would have sucked to lose.
I would have took your
Or do you
blanket.
want to try to go for a kill shot on somebody who's
Yeah.
already down? And it's like, we
Yeah,
take
that
that could end their game. And then that's one person out, and we're
yep.
just that much closer to,
If
winning this
I'm
thing. So
at
it's
the
like,
bottom, I'm coming after you or Polly.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's it.
Respectfully.
Like yeah.
No, and I don't, I would do the same
And it's
thing. I would do the same thing.
because when they took the sleeping bag from Polly and gave it to Doug, it made no sense when Katie and
Mhm.
Carly did that, right? And then it's
Mhm.
like the aggressiveness that Carly and Emily did for Katie is like what Daniel and David are doing for you, but it's like
Every day.
it's a different scale of fear. Because it's
Yeah,
like, what
yeah.
is the clapback going to be from Daniel and
Mhm.
David?
Oh yeah, because it's coming. Warranted
Because
or
Yeah.
not.
again, you're right, Toya. Luke, you're kind of like you're floating,
Yeah.
but you're floating at a higher space than what Katie was. But Katie was under the radar. But as soon as Katie's sister did what they
Made
did,
they made a
it put a
move.
whole target. You've had a target on your back since day one.
Yep.
So it almost seemed normal for Daniel and David to be doing what they're doing. So it wasn't out of
Yeah,
character.
they have normalized the crazy out the gate, which
Yep.
and here's what I'll say, and I think I said this before. The game player in me respects the game.
Yes.
Like the game, as one who has watched all these game shows, especially like I love stuff like this. The game player in me, I totally get it and I respect it because they was like, let me tell you what, we are here for one person and make no mistake that they are here for you. Like there's
Mhm.
no gray area. They're not trying to help anybody. Well, they end up, being in an alliance
They're
with
helping,
Polly.
but they're helping for their best interest for Luke.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So I respect. Now I will tell you the level of stress that your brother gave me telling Michaela to shut up was in my whole soul jumped out my body because I'm gonna be honest, Luke. Look, as growing up in my culture as a young black woman,
That is
and
a
like
tough
your
one.
elders, and so to hear your brother say "shut up" more than once, I was like, "Oh my God, this is the day he meets his maker." Because
It was like an out of body experience.
I was just like, "Yo," and so I get like, and I think we watched your live with Amy, so I get like the play and what the play was. It's probably not how I would play. I would hard play,
Mhm.
but like, um, what is it like watching some of this stuff back now?
Well, and so I think, specifically with those two, like, because I think there's pretty obviously you can see there's tension there. Like, you
Mhm.
get two very strong personalities like
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like, there's
Understatement.
people fighting for like,
yeah.
to be the top dog. So it's like, I can get that. Plus, you're put in a very tense 24/7,
Oh
high
yeah.
stress, high anxiety moment. So it's like,
You got
there's going to be
roommate.
those moments where you butt heads. What they don't show is like after that, when people are like, hey, you know what?
Yeah, no,
We're
yeah.
playing a game. We both got caught up
That
in the
don't
moment.
bring in
And
the ratings.
no, no, and like in the episode with like Dayton and Alec and David and
Mhm,
Daniel, like
mhm.
they said like literally 10 minutes after that we're all playing cards, like
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also there was an element like my brothers, they were like, okay, we want to take advantage of when we can see people are heightened emotionally. We want
Mhm.
to like there was times where like we were trying to rage bait people
Yeah.
because we know if we can get people in a really heightened emotional state,
Mhm.
people make bad decisions when they're
Oh, 100%.
when you're acting out of
100%.
emotion. And so like there was an aspect of that. Like, and obviously there's gonna be some aspect of production heightening
Mhm.
things too.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And specifically putting them in positions to where things are obviously going to get
Oh,
heightened. And so,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's hard for me to also to 100% speak on a moment where I wasn't there,
Oh
things
yeah,
like that.
100%.
But
Yeah.
their goal was to go in and
Hot.
get people emotional.
Yeah.
They
And
went in there blazing.
if there was a tender spot, they were going to pick at it. They were going to poke at it, and they were going to try to make people make decisions out of
Yeah.
emotions, because when you can do that, I mean, I've made decisions out of emotions, and I
Yeah.
usually end up, in a lot of situations being like, man,
That was a poor decision.
I shouldn't have done that. Like,
That's not my
I
best
should have
work.
stepped back and been like, I'm going to take a breath here. Like, I could see what's going on. But it's like, so I think there was a little bit of gamesmanship in
Yeah.
that too. Like, and the other thing with like people need to realize is like this whole experience was a game.
Oh,
And
100%.
so
100%.
I don't take it personally when I see people targeting me or doing things or saying things about me on the screen,
Yep.
and it does suck. Like, you see people online going into it and taking it so personal on people's behalf. But it's like,
Yeah.
that's the part that sucks for me, is like, I see people going after Polly, for example, because she
Yeah.
took a little more stake. And I'm like, Polly is one of the sweetest women
Oh
you'll
yeah, they're
ever
great.
meet. Like,
We had to let her
that's
know,
the
it's like,
thing
you
is
ain't had
like,
to apologize for nothing.
Listen.
yeah. So
you
that's the
take
thing
that,
is like, yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of hot moments, a lot of heated moments,
yeah.
a lot of like fiery moments, but there was also, from what I hear, a lot of good moments between everybody at HQ2. And we're all in a group chat together. Like, we
Oh, yeah.
all, me, I'm like, man, this is great. I want to get to know everybody. And my brother's like, well, you may want to give us
Slow
some
down on
time,
that for a
because I
minute.
don't know how well our team is liked right now. Because we played a
we're
pretty
gonna pin
fiery
this
game.
and we're gonna come back to this later.
Yeah, like let's put some things on ice. Let's just
let's be acquaintances right now.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, and I said this, and I've said this over several episodes of us like reviewing the show, which is they're here to play the game. And which is also the contrary to that, which is like, I don't know why people aren't taking shots at Luke, because you're right. It is a game. And I think one of the things is, there are different ways that people play, choose to play the game. Now, I will tell you, I did not see Team Polly and Team Luke, because y'all, they play two very different games, right? In terms of like watching that particular alliance play out, because you have Molly and Bailey, who are very adamant on playing straight up as much as possible, and then you got your boys over here.
You got the polar opposite.
Yeah, you got Daniel and David.
Hey, but you can see them pulling Molly towards the dark side a little bit.
Yeah,
I think, and this is the thing though. I think Molly is already in the dark side, but it's like a controlled dark side.
Yeah, it's like Anakin,
what Daniel
as he's slowly
David,
going to the dark side.
Daniel and David out here being Darth Vader.
Right off the bat. As we're rolling right off the bat with them. No, and again, like the week leading into Sequester,
yeah,
and even before that, like we had conversations like, how do we want to play this game?
Yeah.
How do we want to play based off of season one? Everybody, and again, I think it's because this is no knock on season one. They were playing very differently because they didn't know what they were getting into.
Yep.
So we had the advantage of learning off of like the relationship dynamics there, what worked, what didn't work.
Yep.
And if you're just trying to play a game to make everybody happy and to make
100%.
everybody feel good about themselves,
you're not going far.
You're not going to go very far. And it's only going to be a matter of time before you get screwed. And then so if you set out right out the gate, like our goal is like, we're gonna go right at the gate and we're just gonna play hard. Like, and what happens, happens. Like, but we're not going to go there to make friends, even though everybody's great there. I have no bad blood with anybody there.
Yeah.
Like, and if people can feel about us how they want, like, but we're going in there for you. Like, we're going in there not for other people. We're going in there for you, and we will do whatever it is. We'll play as dirty as we need to, realizing at the end of the day, it's a game.
Yep.
And like, we're all competing for one thing. We're competing to win $250,000. And
so it's no chump change, right? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, and I think one of the biggest pieces of that, and I go back to it. Like I said, I probably wouldn't play it how they would have played it, but I probably would have played a similar game. In terms of like they do keep things interesting in HQ, to say the least.
Hey, they're putting the spice in there, right?
Listen,
you gotta have one team that's causing chaos.
Like I literally said, my troubles: Daniel, David, Dallas, are definitely
listen, I
the
am
three
Team
of them.
Dallas through and through.
Alec
Yeah.
and also Alec and Dayton, right? So like if you go across probably the 5 of them, like, and I love it because it does make for the game, because eventually, even, and you see this in Survivor, right? Eventually the alliance has to turn on itself.
Yeah.
The question
Yeah.
is which side you're going to be on when everything lands, right?
Yeah.
And I get it's a game, and I know it's TV, and I know they edit all the things. And so they are manipulating our feelings and thoughts towards you
It's
guys. And
working.
I know you guys are great people. All
Well,
right
don't get me
now.
wrong. They went
Oh,
in
oh no,
to
yeah,
like
there's no
poke
question.
and prod. Like
Oh yeah.
they were trying to make people mad. So,
Oh no,
mission
there is
accomplished,
not a
right?
there is, listen, when he ripped that thing out the book, he said yank. I was like, okay.
Yes.
Noted.
Yes.
Now the fake clue is going to stress me out next week. These guys, they I'll put it to you this way. Like, I think it was maybe like episode 1 or 2, and they said at the end of the day, we're here for Luke. And I think, to me, that put the pin in what their game was going to be like. And so while sometimes they frustrate me, watching them, there is no question who they're there for. And I think that's
Mhm.
where people kind of get messed up or screwed over
Yeah.
in the process, because I think you can, like, it's like, hey, I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, you even saw that with Bailey, right?
Uh-huh.
Bailey taking Summer's blanket, right?
Yeah.
She was in shambles. And I'm like, yo, like, at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to me or you, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be me, right? And
Yeah.
so I find that fun. So let me ask you this. What is one thing that surprised you the most about yourself while being out there?
Oh man. I think learning how mentally strong I can be,
Mm.
and just like how much the human body can actually take, like how much of a beating and how like resilient we actually are.
Yeah.
Because I had never been put in a position remotely close to that. Like I
Yeah.
said, I never grew up a Boy Scout. I wasn't like, bad A military guy or anything like that. Like I've lived a pretty safe life, as
Yeah.
far as like doing crazy, crazy adventures, that could kill me. I don't typically like wake up in the
You're
morning
not in a
think like,
sinking sand swamp is what you're saying.
no, no, no. And my thing was like, I'm also a dad, like, and
Mhm.
I wanted to go out and teach my kids like, hey, look, like you can do really hard things. Like,
Mhm.
even though like I'm not used to this, I'm going to put myself in a position where I'm really uncomfortable. Number one, to hopefully improve life for us.
Yeah,
I'm doing
yeah.
this for you, but I also am doing this to teach you like don't shy away from doing hard things. Like
Mhm.
take it head on. And so like telling my kids that was one thing, but actually going out and doing that, like I learned so much about like what it takes to like stay mentally sharp, because the physical toll was brutal. The worst being the water, like the water, not having access to
Oh.
clean water. It wasn't the food, it wasn't anything
Mm.
else, it was the water. Like, and so like Roman, I think probably went the longest before he actually got water. Roman and Amy, sorry.
Mhm.
And I mean, I sympathize with them so much, really everybody, but like they had it really rough with not
Mhm.
having water right out the gate. I know like when I ran into Roman on the way to the swamp challenge the first time, and he was telling me how long he had been without water. I'm like, bro, you're hiking so long and you don't have any water? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like that dude, that let me tell you, if there was one person that I was like, man, how am I supposed to like go up? Roman like was literally like that dude looked like we go do a challenge and he's like, I'm like, you could run a 5K right now. Like,
Yeah.
and we just hiked on nothing. And like you're just like totally cool, like, yeah, what's up, guys? Like jumping around, like doing
You
back
fishing.
handsprings. I'm
That's
like, bro was no joke. Like
What
that dude was like, he
the
was
joys
and
of
he
being in your 20s.
I know, right? Like that was the other thing I learned is how old I am. Like, when I'm out
Your age
there,
really shows when you're out here doing these events.
exactly. I'm
He
like, man,
definitely has some youth in him.
it'd be nice to be 20, dude. Like, but yeah, I don't even know where I was going with all that.
No.
Like, I think that what I learned the most was just like how strong, and I think every survivalist would tell you, like
Mhm.
how much we actually had to give. And I for one am proud of every single person,
Yeah.
in HQ, but definitely the survivalists because I can sympathize with them more. Like every single person that went out there and accomplished something incredible. like that very few people would be willing to do or even able to do. Like, and so we were all put in a position that was uncomfortable and unknown.
Mhm.
And like I could not be more proud of those of each person that was out there, because like even though I had very limited or no interaction with some of the people when I was
Mhm.
out there, like you do have like a
You're
special
great.
bond that you develop. And so like I have so much respect for all of the survivalists and even the people from season one,
Yeah.
because once you experience it, it's like
It's a
it was
special
life
club.
changing. It was life changing for sure. Like, yeah, it was the adventure of a lifetime, and I'm so thankful personally that I got that opportunity, because I never thought in a million years I'd be doing anything like that. But I'm really grateful that I did get the opportunity, because it was pretty cool. And I'll always be able to one up people now in stories, like
Listen, you
comparing stories.
Hey,
if listen,
you did that.
let me make it 2 days. I'm be like, when I was on Extracted, a whole 48 hours of
But you
work.
only lasted 2 days. How long you last?
Hey,
All
Yeah.
right
listen,
then.
I think anybody who lasts past just doing a single night is a human feat in and of itself.
Mhm.
And so our other favorite question we like to ask, what was your first meal once you got out?
Oof. I mean, honestly, it was not much. Like, so, like, after everything had wrapped up, um, they gave like everybody like little bags of like stuff, like really light foods. So
Yeah,
I won't count that. Like the first couple days, I was just broth and like
yeah,
really light food. My wife had made like some like really light soup when I got back,
yeah.
like just to kind of reintroduce me to like food and everything. But by day three, I'm like, dude, I don't even care. I'm wrecking myself with some Chipotle right now. Like, get me the biggest Chipotle bowl I can get.
Double meat, double
I'm gonna
double.
be camped in the bathroom for 3 days, but I don't even care. Like, you can go ahead and
Give me
wreck
my
me with
double meat, double rice, please, and thank you.
yes, sir.
I
Yes,
love it.
sir.
He said, "I do not care.
Yeah.
I'm over it." Yeah, I mean, I could imagine how that would be. Um, do you have any more questions? I have one last question, but do you have any questions, Paul, for him?
Uh, no, I think I got all my questions out
Okay.
and concerns.
Well, y'all need to get Daniel and David on here at
Oh,
some
listen,
point. Because
we
listen, I'm
we have
trying to
to.
like play lawyer for these guys,
No, listen.
and,
Well, they're gonna have to answer for their
answer for
actions.
their
They're gonna have to answer
crimes.
for that transgression and tell them. Listen,
let
y'all, I need
them
y'all to
let
calm
them know
down.
they on notice.
Yeah, trust and believe. We will call them to the table. So my last question is like, if you could give like a word of encouragement from like just even people who are watching our show who've seen like you walked through what you did, um, what would be like a word of encouragement for anybody who just sees the show, especially after you've kind of done this?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that come to mind. I mean, number one, like know that you're not walking it alone. Like if you're
Mhm,
going through something tough and you're going through a tough time, you're not walking it alone. Just like me, I had people in my corner. Like
mhm.
you may feel like you're dealing with things on your own and it may feel really heavy and impossible, but just know like you're never truly alone. Like you've got people that care about you, you got people that love you and have your back. And find those people, like find out who
Yeah.
those people are and count on them, trust them. I learned to trust my brothers even though I wasn't with them. Like
Mhm.
I learned to trust my brothers so much. And just know like if you're walking through stuff, find the good in it.
Mhm.
Find the people you can lean on, find the shoulders you can cry on, like and make the most out of every situation you got, and do good things, like
Yeah.
one thing that like me and my brothers, and you may have seen some of this, and even a lot of like the survivalists, like most of the survivors, and really everybody. I want to make it clear, everybody's supporting of this. Not everybody was able to be a
Yeah.
part of it just because scheduling stuff and things
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But we were able to make a video like we're all on board with trying to raise funds to dig wells in
Oh yeah.
the Matumbo village in the Gwemi Valley of Zambia, Africa. It's a village there that
Yeah.
does not have access to clean water, and specifically the young women are getting pulled out of school. They're having to walk like miles back and forth, for 7 hours a day just to get like filthy water and bring it back to their village.
Jeez.
And the kids with skin infections, diseases, all that stuff. It's heartbreaking. And I had that like aha moment in my shelter one day. I was just like, man, this sucks.
This
And
is
I was like,
somebody's
man,
everyday life,
yeah,
right?
what if my
Yeah.
wife and kids were here with me and I had to
Yeah.
decide who got the last bit of water and who died, and
Yeah.
and I'm sitting back. I had this thought, like, I complain because my drive-through takes too long, and there's
Mhm.
people that would kill to be in the situation I'm in right now. And
Yeah.
so, that's been my passion since uh, you know, extracted, all of that wrapped up, and that season of life is done. We're still enjoying like going back and watching it now,
Oh, yeah, I
but
can
I have
imagine.
I have such a passion now for trying to help these people because I got a small taste of what they go through on a daily
Mm,
basis, and I can tell you, and every survivalist can tell you, like the desperation you get when you don't have access
water.
to clean water, that
Yeah.
changes everything. And so, for anybody who's watching this or anybody who wants to find out more about that, I would encourage you, like on my Instagram, like this is not a plug for me by any means because I don't
No,
even
it can
care if my
totally
name's
be a
on it.
plug
It
for
can
it
definitely
can
be a
Right.
plug.
absolutely be a plug for
Like,
you.
well, and this because it is, I want to make it clear, it's not just me. Like
Yeah.
this is Extracted Team season 2 as a whole
Yeah.
has really gotten behind this, and I'm so thankful for everybody on our season that has gotten on board with this and has been supportive. But if people are interested in finding out more, you can go to missionslife.org/Luke Olson, and find out more about what we're trying to do and find out how you can get involved, whether that's donating or just spreading the word. Digging a well, like our goal is to dig four. We have one well done.
Mhm.
We want to dig four more in this region because if we can do that, nobody in this specific village and region will have to walk more than 500 yards to get clean water. Each
That's
well
dope.
costs about like $7,500. So our goal is to raise $40,000, and every single dime, every single penny. We don't do pennies anymore. So every single nickel goes towards digging these wells and helping these people because we were in a competition and like this is life for them. This is everyday reality for them. And so if anybody, listening wants to get involved, like hit me up on my Instagram, Luke D_Olson, or really any of the survivalists, any of the people in HQ, like they can all get you, pointed in the right direction. And, let's be a part of making something really cool happen that will generationally outlive
I'll,
all of
I'll
us.
I'll
Yeah,
make sure
well
to clip this, and I'll make sure to collaborate with. I'll try to collaborate with everybody on Instagram so that way it can get some traction.
Bro, I appreciate
It's
that, man.
yeah,
Appreciate
and
that.
what we'll do is I think we've got a few more interviews through the end of the season. So we'll make sure that actually we have ability to put a QR code up. So I'll have
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
Paul.
drop it at the bottom for you
Yeah,
guys.
Dude, thank you so
we'll
much.
drop a QR
Yeah.
code every time we talk about this, and then even when we talk about Survivor, I think just count Team Lunchbox in.
Hey, love
So
it. Thank you guys so
lunch
much.
crew, lunch hour. I said lunchbox, lunch hour. So count the lunch hour crew in, because I think that's just something that's super awesome, and I
Thank
do
you.
agree. Like when I was even in Rwanda, like we went down this massive hill to go get water, and then having to come back up, and it probably wasn't more than a mile, but Rwanda's a city of hills, right? So where we were, it's a country of hills, and going straight uphill with these 5-gallon waters.
It's brutal.
Yeah, I was like, we're getting water once a day. Like that's like, you better make this thing work. Cause listen,
Yeah.
it was hot. And like, so being able to do that, and all of their gardens and everything are up, right?
Yeah.
On top of the hill. And so it definitely changes what it is. And I think this is so awesome that you're using that platform to really bring awareness. And so count us in. And
Awesome.
we'll make sure
Appreciate
we'll
it.
make a post and share, because I think that's super awesome. Well, with that being said, thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, we've enjoyed all of you guys. Trust me, I cannot wait to talk to Daniel and David. I personally, you can tell them this.
I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to reach out to them.
Feelings, but I promise you, I would love to see them also. They would wreak havoc on Survivor. I would love every single second of them being on Survivor.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like they would be my kind of player in terms of just like, yo, listen, like they would be there. I would love to see that.
They've got plenty of good material for a submission tape now that they can use.
Yes!
Like, so
Absolutely.
Listen, brought them back. Survivor 51. I like.
Let's do it. Hey, let's get that viral. Let's get that viral. I, on one hand, am good. I will watch from home this time. I'm not going back in the wild anymore. So
you're tapped out.
I've done my time. I've served my time. I'll watch from home. If there's an all-star season of Extracted, you can sign me up, put me in HQ. I don't want to face off with the Bears anymore. I'm good.
Get one of them out there.
Exactly. They can suffer.
I want to be there, but just inside. Like I was like, yo, I said every time. I think I told Michaela, I was like, I felt like y'all was always eating cereal or something in a bowl. Every time I looked, y'all eat in.
They did them dirty a little bit. They're like, oh, let's put these people suffering over here, and then you got Sage eating a banana sideways.
Like, I was just like, y'all always eating on the show. Every time I look up, somebody at the table eating something in a bowl. Like, what is going on? Y'all people over here eating what was that thing? That bird,
grouse.
A grouse, yeah.
A grouse, yeah. So thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys. This has been
fun. You guys' entire season has been so kind to us. Listen. We're just a little podcast trying to make people laugh and smile, and so we just appreciate every single second of it. And trust and believe, we're gonna bring you back for Food Fight Friday.
Please do. Do.
Listen.
And what am I allowed to ask? What part of Texas y'all are in?
Yeah. We're in the Austin. We're in Central.
We're not
Texas.
that big yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, maybe I can make a trip down there sometime, and we'll do it live, and I'll eat some good microwave zebra cakes.
Listen, don't tempt us with a good time. We usually rent out. We rented out a studio last year for Thanksgiving special, and we did a Christmas special at the end of it.
So if you ever come down,
so hopefully we'll do it.
Here's me pitching an idea. This is what we're gonna do. You said you're a Texas girl too.
Yeah.
So we'll get you 3 to 5 good Kansas City barbecue sauces. Blind test them versus 3 to 5 Texas barbecue sauces. And we're gonna see who wins.
I want no parts of that debacle.
Listen, here's what I'll tell you: as long as you don't bring me no Carolina vinegar-based, mustard-based stuff, then I'm good.
Nah,
I don't
Doug
do
can keep that.
Yeah,
all the people from North Carolina, you guys can have
I just want them beans that she's talking about. That's all I want. Just give me a bucket of the beans.
Give you some beans. We'll get you a Z-Man from Joe's. I'm telling you, man.
Listen, I'm telling you, Jack Stack beans will change. Like you won't see a baked bean the same ever. Like
if you want to feel close to Jesus, you
it's
get
up there.
Well, technically, I saw him twice already. So what's a third time?
That's me shouting out Jack Stack. By the way, Jack Stack, hit me up.
Yo, Jack,
I'm gonna clip it.
Yo, Jack Stack, quit tripping and send us.
I'm still hustling. I'm still hustling.
With the shirt or something.
Yeah, tell him. Hey, send us some beans so he can come on Food Fight Podcast and curate us the Kansas City way. Listen, as long as you bring me some to go chicken go, I'm good. Like that's my.
I got you.
Give me some G sauce. Every time my mom gonna be like, "Can you bring me back a few G sauces?" And you going down that? You bring me some G sauce. That's like literally. Just for like every time they go. Well, we thank you. We appreciate it. And we look forward. We're gonna see you again for sure. I have a feeling.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Anytime. You guys let me know if you want to do another one of these, and I'll get my brothers on here with me.
Oh yes. Yeah,
I'll keep you posted.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks so much.
You have a good one.
Appreciate it, guys. Be blessed. Have a good one.
Thank you. All righty. Great show. So we're gonna have to hold off on your story.
I'm gonna wait till Thursday. I'm gonna hold it off till Thursday. I'm just gonna give you a hint.
What?
It has to do with peanut butter and jelly.
Oh Jesus. Don't. You know how I feel about my peanut butter and jelly.
We're gonna hold off till Thursday.
You know how I feel about my peanut butter and jelly. Luke was so amazing. I can't wait to have like Daniel and Dave in it. Like I told you, they would be probably one of the best Survivor players. I'm
gonna reach out to them.
I'm telling you now, as frustrated as they make me, I will tell you, those guys could potentially go the distance.
But they play in the game.
They could go to distance in Survivor. So hopefully they can scoop that up. But listen, we count it an honor and a privilege that you guys choose to hang with us every single day. And we just want to say thank you. Shout outs to the lunch crew. So whether you are day one of our day ones, or today is day one for you, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us. I'm LaToya, the hostess with the mostest. And Paul, go ahead and close.
Hey, thank you again today. We thank you, Luke, for coming on the show and gracing us with your wonderful stories and just letting us get another in-depth of what Extracted is on that side of the field. Again, next week we're at it again, but first we're going to do Thursday.
Yes.
To end our week for this spring break, and then Monday we back on our regular scheduled program.
Yep.
But again, thank you guys again. Make sure you head over to YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you're aware of when we go live. But at the end of the day, and most importantly,
yes, sir,
the world is a much better place with you in it. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you Thursday. Love you. Bye.
Peace out.
To ignite, to inspire, to unite, bringing you the truth, shining ever so bright. Join the discussion, be a part of the crew. Every single episode, something fresh and new. From the first part to the last, we're serving up the best, putting every theory to the ultimate test. So leaning close, don't miss a single beat. The lunch hour.